Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I have another fall Dollar Tree DIY for you guys that has a farmhouse feel to it and also a glam feel to it, depending on which pillow you decide to do. Or you can do both like I did and have a farmhouse glam style in your home. These pillows are so simple to make and I loved how they turned out. So if you would like to see how to make these simple, budget-friendly pillows, then stay tuned to this video. So for this first pillow, I'm going to use this kitchen towel that when I saw the patterns on it, I immediately thought it looked like a farmhouse style. I'm also going to use the thankful galvanized sign that I hauled to you guys before for this DIY. And to connect the pillows, I'm just going to use my glue gun. Now, depending on what size you want to make your pillow, that determines how many towels you need. If you want a bigger pillow, you'll need 2 towels. I wanted to make a smaller, long, kind of rectangular pillow so that the words thankful would not get lost in a big pillow. So I'm just using one and I'm folding it in half to make sure that I measure it evenly. Now that I have it folded in half, I'm going to cut the side where it's bended. Some people like to keep this connected so that they don't have to glue it later on with the glue, but I don't like how that side would look different from all the other sides that have been glued. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fabric scissors and I'm going to cut along the fold, and that way I glue all the sides together and they all look the same. After I'm done cutting, I'm going to start gluing with my glue gun. And as you can see, the tag is sticking out. You want to make sure that before you glue, you put the 2 outside pieces of the pillow, the 2 sides that you want facing out, facing together to glue. Because what you're going to do is after you've glued all the sides together and left a little opening, you're going to then turn it inside out and then stuff the pillow. And you don't want the rough side to be on the outside. So you always want to make sure that the 2 sides that you want showing, the fluffy side, the nice side, you put those 2 sides together and then start gluing the edges around. As you see here, I am taking the opening that I left to be able to pull the fabric through before I stuff the pillow. And then you'll be able to glue that little part that you left open once you have stuffed the pillow. Now the fabric is pulled all through and you see that you have the part that you want facing out and you see beautiful seams that hide the glue part. Using that opening, now you can stuff the pillow. Once you're done stuffing the pillow, now it's time to close that small opening. And I use clothespins to help me with this process so that it's able to stick together. So I add a little bit of hot glue to a little piece and then I'll add a clothespin, move on to another piece, add a clothespin, and then keep the clothespins on there for about 1 to 2 minutes just until I know that the glue has hardened and dried. Once the glue has fully dried, you can remove the clothespins. And then at this point, I massaged the pillow to kind of get it flat and to kind of put it the way that I wanted to before I put the sign on. Because once I put the sign on, it would be hard to adjust it. And originally, I was just going to put the sign on it just like that, looking galvanized with it. But then I noticed that it got lost in the pillow. So I decided to change it up a little bit. So instead of keeping the thankful sign looking galvanized as it already did, I decided to paint it black so that the black would stand out against the pattern of the pillow. Now originally I was going to attach this sign with my glue gun because I've done that before, but the glue gun, once it dries, it sticks and it looks clumpy and it's kind of hard to take off fabric. So for this one, I just decided to use my adhesive, my Dollar Tree adhesive glue that I love so much for my glass project. And I like this one because when it does dry, you can easily rub the surface and rub it off, as opposed to the glue gun. Once it gets chunky and it sticks to fabric, when you try to pull off the glue gun off fabric, it kind of rips the fabric. So I like this better for this project as far as adding signs to it. So I'm just putting a thin layer all around the back of the sign, making sure that I do get the edges and the corners, because I decided to put this on after I stuffed it, which I should have did before. It was going to be hard to have the corners stick. Now, to make sure that every part of the sign sticks to the pillow, I decided to add some weight to it, and all I used was some vases that I already had in my craft room / office to hold it down. And this is how the pillow looks when it's all done. And as you see, I'm rubbing the H because I've seen some excess glue on it, but I am gonna wait till it's fully dried for 24 hours before I clean it up a little bit further, just to make sure the sign does not come off. Now for the next pillow, I'm using these white microfiber towels that you can find in the car section, and I'll be using 2 of these this time because I wanna make a bigger pillow. I am using 2 because I want to make a square pillow for this one, but if you do want to make a longer rectangular pillow, then you can just fold it in half like this and turn this one into a rectangular pillow with 1 towel. To make this pillow an even square pillow, I am measuring the length of the shortest side of the towel so that I can cut the long side the exact same measurement. Once I know my measurement, I measure that same length on the long side and mark it so I know where to cut. And I do that for both pieces. Once I'm done cutting, I put the 2 fluffy sides together with the tag sticking out before I start gluing. Just like the other pillow, you want to make sure that you have the fluffy side, the outside side of your pillow, put together before you glue. And then you just glue the pieces together just like I showed you in the first pillow. Now for this pillow, I decided to add my accessory first on top before I stuffed it. Now for this one, you're going to need the glitter paper that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I will be using the silver one that comes in here because it comes 3 to a sheet. And I'm going to basically use this pumpkin template that I found on Google and just print it out on cardstock, and I'm going to use it as a template to draw the size pumpkin that I want to glue on to the pillow. Once I traced out my pumpkin template, I noticed at the bottom it wasn't as curved as I wanted it to be. So here I am just going in and making the curves a little bit more defined, just so that this looks more like a pumpkin and not an oval with a stem. Now the good thing about this glitter paper is that it actually is a sticker sheet. So it has its own adhesive that you just peel off the back. So I did not have to use any hot glue or any special glue for this, but because it does come with its own adhesive, you really need to make sure where you want to place this when you place it, because once it sticks and you can't have some leeway as you would with the adhesive glue. And this is how it looked and turned out after I stuffed it. This was another DIY, guys, that I was so happy with how it came out. Not only is it easy and simple to make, but it was so budget friendly. It only cost me $5 to make both these pillows if you don't include the stuffing, because I already had it at home. And if you go to get any of these pillows in the stores, these pillows are so expensive. They go anywhere between $20 to $50. At JCPenney, I saw a pillow that was like $45. I could not believe it. So the fact that I made these both for $5 was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. I have more DIYs coming your way, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.